Why is that no matter how much you stretch, you foam roll, you go for massages, your body is still feeling stiff like it's double its age? Well, if you stick with me for the next 20 minutes, I promise you will better understand why your body feels stiff, fragile and limited at the moment. And you will also know what's the missing piece of most rehab and training programs. I will show you the real reason your body feels stiff, like it's aging faster than it should. And I will also share inspiring client stories, just to prove you that age is not a limiting factor and that it's never too late to rebuild your body. At the end, I will also share with you what I believe it's a proven concept to help you not just become pain-free and more mobile, but also to reclaim your life, to get back to activities you used to love. Now, if you already know that what you're currently doing is not working and you are seeking the alternative and you would like my support, my help, I suggest you to click a link in the description of this video and you can book a free consultation with me. If you are still unsure what's this Fit for Life method and if this video is for you, if this program is for you, please hear me out, because I would just like to share for who I really believe this program is and who can I help. Now, if your muscles feel tight no matter how much you stretch, you are at the right place. If you have some old injuries that are keep creeping back, making you feel fragile, this is definitely a video I want you to watch. Maybe you used to be active, maybe you used to be doing certain sports, activities, maybe you played football or some other sports and somehow you stopped because now you're scared you will injure yourself again. Maybe you already spent a lot of money on massages, chiropractors, some stretching programs, and that only left you with some short-term relief. And most likely you are successful in your career. I usually say you figure out your career, but your body maybe feels like it's falling apart at the moment. So if that sounds like you, again, this video is definitely speaking directly to you, and you are ready to commit at least 20 minutes a day to rebuild a resilient, pain-free and capable body for life. Now, on the other side, for who this video is not, it's not for anyone who is constantly in severe pain, 8+ out of 10, constant even during the night. So if that's the case, if you are having constant agonizing pain, I want you to seek a medical support, and then we can also meet on consultation and see how we can work this out. But in this case, I want you to first seek a medical support. It's not for anyone who is looking for a quick fix or someone to fix them without putting in the work. So unfortunately, I'm not sharing here with you something that in 5 minutes is gonna immediately take all the problems away that you accumulated throughout a few decades. That's not for you if you're expecting that. It's not for anyone who is not willing to invest time, energy and money into changing your body's foundation. Just if, once again, you don't realize that it's going to take from you some resources, then it's really hard to make any change in the first place. And it's not for anyone who is not open to changing the way you approach movement and how you view movement and training in general. Now, I'm going to show at the beginning of this video very, very important cycle that I believe you are stuck in, and this is just going to give you a clear picture of why you're still feeling pain, stiffness, tightness, ongoing aches, injuries, no matter to how much you're trying to get out of this cycle. So you may be right now somewhere here, you're feeling stiff, achy or in pain. That's why you're watching this video, or you felt like that in the past, and you search for a quick fix. So you went on YouTube, you search for some stretches, for foam rolling, for massages, and guess what happened? You managed to get some temporary relief. I call it honeymoon phase. So suddenly we don't have a pain, you go for a massage, you feel a little bit more relaxed, and you're like, okay, I sorted out my problem and I can return back to my old habits. And that's where the problems come back in. That's where you start feeling achy again after your short stretch that you did, after using massage gun, after doing even yoga, only yoga, we'll speak about that later. You get back to feeling achy, stiff, like your body is just not working properly. And now you might ask yourself, okay, but what's the alternative? What's the missing piece in this conventional approach? And I'm going to tell you that it's not that you are not training enough. It's not that majority of people are not training intense enough. The problem is that the whole system miss important part to address body as a whole. So majority of the training systems are focused on building muscle, but they rarely address our movement patterns, our mobility, our functional strength, our recovery. And because of that, the pain, stiffness, imbalances are creeping back in and are causing you a lot of problems. So I just want to share with you a couple of stories that's just gonna show you exactly what I'm speaking about. I want to show you example of my client today, which really reminds me where I'm speaking about conventional approaches. He was here not feeling the best about himself, about his body. He was having constant neck pain, stiffness. He works in a crypto firm. You can imagine 8-10 hours in front of laptop, and he was training only in the way how bodybuilders would train. So he was having push-pull legs, zero mobility, zero warm-up, zero stretching. He was really only focused on building muscle and bulking. And at some point he came to me as a physio and asked me, Tim, where is the next physio that could fix me, that could release some of this tension? And I told him that it doesn't work like that, that we need to, if he's going to work with me, we need to first test what are his movement muscle imbalances. We need to test his mobility, and based on that design the program. We did that. We started working together. In 12 weeks his posture completely changed, and not just that, you know, obviously you can see that his physique is completely different, but also his pain disappeared. He has now way more energy. He returned to playing volleyball during the summer. That was his passion, with his friend on the beach. And he's just feeling so much better about himself. Now, he was stuck with this belief that he needs someone in person to fix him. He needs someone to take the pain away, and he can just continue training with his bodybuilding style training program, which definitely didn't work and didn't address his root cause of the problem. And now, before I go into some further testimonials of my clients, I want to share with you that you are not a problem, the system is. I truly believe that we were just not equipped with the right knowledge on how to train our body. And what happens when we are having those symptoms of stiffness, low energy, poor posture, muscle tension? The first idea is obviously to seek things like that: stretching, chiropractors, yoga, massages, acupuncture, physios. You could put some other things on this list as well that you may already do or been doing until now. And what is all of that addressing? It's addressing this upper part. It's addressing your symptoms. And that's why you are getting this immediate relief, which is giving you just false feeling that you're fully rebuilt and recovered. But the problem is that your roots are still there. Your root problems are literally still not functioning properly. Your movement mechanics are not there. You have weak core muscles. You have limited hip and thoracic mobility. You never work on your nervous system, so you're constantly in fight or flight. So you're overly stressed. You're not sleeping properly. Your breathing is completely out of the regular pattern, and you're having a lot of muscle imbalances, compensations, and poor posture. Now, we can stretch forever, and if you're not addressing those, you will continue being stuck in this loop. And I have a story in my mind of my client who was stuck in this loop for 7 years. His name is Simon, and he came to me, and he also went down this road of adjustments, osteopaths, chiropractors. You can obviously see that his hips here are not aligned. You can see that he is having knee valgus. He's been having knee pain for years, I think like 7 years, something like that. And yeah, he was looking for a quick fix. Now, every time he got some adjustments, it lasted for maybe a week or 2 weeks until the pain came back. He decided to look for an alternative approach. So we started working together. We did the full movement analysis. And yes, I think it was after, I have it written here, after 2 months, his knee pain was gone. Also, all of those imbalances here put extra pressure on your hips, on their hips, on his hips and low back, which caused like a lot of ongoing low back pain as well. And you can see that his posture completely changed. That was literally after 2 months of working together. He also sent me this lovely message that he will forever be grateful because he returned back to playing volleyball, and that most importantly, he is not having anymore this fear of being stuck, this fear of, am I able to actually go for a hike? Am I able to go for a run? Am I able to go to play volleyball? And that was the cycle he's been stuck in. So he was asking himself, okay, I've already spent so much on my treatments. He spent a couple of $1,000s on treatments. So what if what we are going to do is not going to work? Thank God he trusted my guidance and saw a lot of my other testimonials, which feel free to zoom in or pause because I don't have time and I don't want to take too much of your time to take you through all of them. There is also a link in the description where you can share, when you can check their stories, which is even more powerful. But for now, I just want to tell you that if you feel like you're stuck and that there is no way of getting out, I can tell you that a lot of my clients were feeling exactly the same. And now you may ask yourself, okay, why should I listen to this random guy that I found on Instagram or YouTube? What is he having to say, or why is his approach different, and why should I listen to him? So I'm just gonna, in next 40 seconds, if you give me one moment of your attention, I'm just gonna explain you how this started, how I got so passionate about helping people become basically bulletproof. So my journey started in 2018. I graduated, I became physiotherapist. Very ironically, I started dealing with low back pain in the same year. It was chronic low back pain that lasted for 7 years, 4 years basically, until 2023-24. And I went down this road of trying to seek also some conventional methods, chiropractors, physios. I was learning a lot for myself and also for others, because I would be seeing same patients coming to me where I would be doing ultrasounds and other very conventional therapies, which actually took their pain away, but they would knock on my door of my clinic and they would ask for more help few months down the line. So I knew that this is not working and there is a key missing piece in whole puzzle. So I went in the UK, I studied strength and mobility training. I became also a very successful personal trainer there in Lux Fitness, where I was basically fully booked in the first 6 months of working. People were coming to me with all sorts of injuries and pains and aches. And again, I got to the point where I was now having a knowledge of physiotherapy, strength and mobility training, and I kind of thought that there is another missing link in whole story, which is our nervous system. So I left UK, traveled to Bali, where I basically also completed my breathwork facilitator training and understood better how our breath is directly related to our stress, our trauma, and how that can also cause a lot of tension, stiffness in our body. And now I'm happy that I built the system that's very holistic. It really tackles those issues from 360 degrees, and I'm very happy to be helping people from all around the world with problems that I'm mentioning today on this video. So hopefully that gives you understanding of why I'm so passionate and why I want you to actually get out of this cycle. So what I'm about to share with you now is going to completely transform the way how you see any tightness, stiffness, and also the way how you're going to approach them in the future. So let me share with you this graph here. There are two basically options of how you can get injured, but here we can change this word with pain, stiffness, tightness, regular injuries, ongoing aches. Two options. First option is you basically have injury in the sense that you have an accident. So you fall, you have a skiing accident, a car accident, and you just like basically shoot up. That's your level of tolerance. So that basically means how much load your body, your joints are able to take before they get injured. So you just basically shoot up and you get injured immediately. So you know you need to seek medical support and get help there. Now another option which that's basically the problems I'm dealing with, or the challenges that I'm having with my clients. 95% of people fall in this category, and that's basically where your level of tolerance is slowly falling down. So you are not moving how you're supposed to move, your posture started deteriorating, you're not training the way how you should be training, you're skipping warm-ups, you're not doing any mobility, and guess what? If you don't use it, you lose it. So your body is slowly losing this tolerance until a regular day you're doing the same things. Maybe you go play football, you go for a hike, maybe you pick up your kid from the floor or keys from the floor even, and you injure yourself and you feel that the pain is there. Now, should we blame picking up keys from the floor, put there whatever was your trigger, or should we blame all the years here that we didn't train our body, we didn't move the way how we supposed to move? So I think that really explains well on why you're stuck in this cycle. And if that still is not showing you enough, I even extended it. So once again, your level of tolerance is falling down. You're having a pain here. You're having a tightness. Your body is basically giving you red lights, telling you do something, change something. If you continue doing that, we're not going to end up in a good place. So what you do, you rest. That's usually what we do when we feel pain. We rest, we massage, we put ice on, we go to chiropractor, and guess what happens? This is your honeymoon phase, what I call it. It's the phase where you don't actually feel pain. Maybe you are in this moment right now. You're not having acute pain, but you used to have, and you are afraid that this injury that's been coming back, either that's back pain or shoulder pain or knee pain, you're just afraid when this is going to happen again. When are you going to step in the wrong way and you're gonna again injure yourself? So you're right now here, but you can see that if we don't do anything, if we don't change anything, well, guess what? Our load tolerance is keep falling down, and we don't know how long it's going to take until the pain is going to come back, until injury will basically repeat. And in this case, you're dealing with new injury and you're dealing with very, very small load tolerance, which makes approach of solving that very hard, and it can actually this be already too late, or it's going to lead to surgery or some other procedure which is going to take so much more time. And I know what you're probably thinking right now. If I'm here and I'm having pain, of course I'm going to go to doctor. I need to seek a medical support or chiropractors to sort me out. How can I know what I should be doing myself? Or how is some online program is going to help me? And I'm going to lead you to my clients, Becky, who she had a whole list of injuries when she came to me, from exploded disc, literally her disc exploded, knee injury, ankle, regular chronic ankle sprains, and at the same time she was very active. Actually, she was running marathons for years, but just this accident stopped her from doing anything. Now she went down this road of seeking doctor help and doing MRIs and just trying to get some advice from doctors or chiropractors. Well, the pain was keep coming back no matter to how many adjustments she did, and she had many other practitioners working on her injury sites, very isolated, not looking at any other parts, how her body is moving in the first place, and she was stuck for 7 years in this ongoing loop. So after working together after 2 months, her pain disappeared. She fully restored her hip mobility. She ran her first marathon pain-free after 7 years. I didn't wrote here 7 years. And yeah, that completely boosted, obviously, you can imagine her confidence in the gym, in life. She is now moving pain-free and is very happy that we actually started working together. And here I also want to just show you one last client, maybe last one. Ingrid, she was doing YouTube stretching follow-alongs, and she was also dealing with back pain that was coming back all the time, and stretching felt good. Every time she would do yoga or stretching, she would feel slight relief, but the stiffness was coming back then the next day or days after, to the point where she had to stop all her activities that she always loved, from skiing to snowboarding. And I just want to share with you this message that she sent to me. Really made my day when I received it. She said, "When snowboarding again after years, and she felt stable, she felt strong, she felt like her muscles are actually keeping her safe, and she was very, very grateful that she took a leap of faith and started with the program that didn't just address, once again, her symptoms." So what's this program about, and how am I doing things differently than what you're seeing on YouTube or those quick fix 6-week magical programs that are out there? So we basically take body holistically, and we go through 3 phases. First phase is a reset, second one is rebuild, and third phase is optimize. So within the first phase, we basically guide you through the full movement analysis. So based on how you're moving, you basically recording yourself, we send you some videos, and we see exactly what's the main limitation in your body, either mobility, strength, stability, coordination. And based on all of that, we move to the second step, keeping your goals, of course, in mind, whether that's improving posture, preventing injuries, improving your physique. And we build together a plan that combines strength and mobility, which is something that majority of people is missing. Maybe they work on the strength, but usually mobility is the part that's neglected. So we build a plan that's personalized, made for them or for you in this case, and that will basically take you on the whole new journey of unlocking your potential, and what I like to call it, become limitless, become stronger than you ever imagined. And we move to the third step, which is optimize, and this is all about lifestyle optimization. So we don't want to just look at this 1 hour or 3 hours a week, for example, what you're training. We are looking at other hundreds of hours of how you sleep, how you're managing your stress, how you're fueling your body, and we are optimizing, changing your habits in the way that it feels sustainable. That's also why the name of the program is Fit for Life. It's teaching you how you can keep yourself fit until the rest of your life, and how can you be fit for life, not for a specific activity or sport, but basically being able to run, jump, ski, hike, bouldering, whatever you imagine, that your body is just ready to tackle any challenge. And all of that is, of course, circled with support, which is the key part of the program itself. So we guide you every single step along the journey. You have the motivation, you have the accountability, and you also have the adjustments, so that at any point life happens as it does, you get support that we change, adjust, and optimize your training programs so that you can carry on and keeping up with this journey. So you may be wondering why I draw those lines here, and I'm wondering if you actually managed to get an answer before I tell you. I draw those lines because 95% of the programs that you're going to find either online or in person are focusing on this part, on the rebuilding part. Maybe they give you a strength, mobility training rarely, but they definitely give you a strength program, or you get an in-person trainer in the gym, which you think it's going to do the work for you. It's going to be there counting your reps, and it's only going to look at this one session that you're doing. Rarely anyone is going to test you. Rarely anyone is going to look at your deficiencies, movement imbalances, your posture, and rarely anyone is going to work on your lifestyle optimization, which I believe are the crucial part if you want to become really fit for life. So that makes the program unique and different. Now, just to close this video, where can you go from here? What are the options that you have? Option number one, you basically stay where you are. You may be somewhere along this journey, you can identify yourself. Maybe you're actually here on the top and you start seeing that you are getting some aches. Maybe you look at yourself in the mirror and your posture is not where it was. Maybe you're having less energy, or maybe you're actually already here where you're having some acute symptoms, right? You're having ongoing stiffness, chronic neck pain. And maybe you already are here. You already been down down this path of seeking chiropractors, massages, therapies, blah blah blah. We said it so many times today. And where is this going to lead you? Now, I really want to ask you, if you continue doing exactly what you're doing so far, where are you going to be 10 years from now? I've seen it myself because I work as a physiotherapist in a clinic and in a hospital. And I've seen faces of people who were not able to walk again. I've seen faces of people who were immobilized. I've seen faces of people who couldn't move without pain, and they were just dreaming of making one step without being in excruciating pain. So that's the price that you are paying. You are not stagnating. You're either progressing or going up, or you're regressing. So you need to ask yourself, where am I heading right now? If I continue to do exactly the same, where I'm going to be 10, 20, 30, 40 years down the line? And if that doesn't wake you up, then I'm gonna picture you maybe a brighter option, which is option number 2. So you are there, you spot your pains, your aches, your injuries, you see that whatever you're doing currently is not bringing you the results. Maybe you're going to the gym, but you're looking around and you don't have clue what you're doing, or you're working on some push-pull leg bodybuilding system that just maybe working on giving you some pump, but then you end up having aches after the session or soreness. So you see that you need to change something. You are aware that no one is going to change you or fix you. Only you can do that yourself. So you realize that there is a system that combines mobility and strength training, that combines stress regulation, sleep optimization, posture correction, nutritional and sustainable fueling. You know that you need to circle all of that and put all the pieces of this puzzle together so that your level of tolerance, your capacity of your body can reverse, and then you can slowly start picking your hikes. You can slowly start again going for volleyball session with your friends down the beach. You can again maybe tackle one of the marathons that you always wanted to do. And that's the way of becoming bulletproof, of becoming fit for life, what I like to call it. So when you see those options together, you basically understand that you have only one option. Because this option really leads to a lot of pain and being stuck and not being able to do what you love doing the most in your life. And this option is leading to having enormous energy, being happy with your physique, and having a body that really feels limitless, and that you know it's going to feel limitless for another decades. So if you are with me on that, and if you know that you need to seek alternative, then I highly suggest you to book a free consultation with me, because I'm giving a limited spots available every week for people who really want to change their life, not just get some PDF program. No, if you're just seeking for some free tips or free PDF, don't book the call. But if you're really looking to change your life, to transform your body inside out, optimize your mobility, strength, increase your capacity, reduce your ongoing aches, and get back to activities you used to love, then I really want to speak to you, because I have something that can help you change, transform your life, and I mean it. So click a link in the description, book a call with me, and I'm beyond excited to speak to you and show you how we can really bulletproof your body and transform your body and your mind.